Okay. All right. We're going to start in 1 minute, guys. And that's because now, just because we're going to show you a message from our sponsor, and we'll be back in 45, 50 seconds.
Why should you do a tour, a relocation tour in Panama, and especially why with us? Why to choose us?
Oh, we're done?
Wait.
Whoa.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
is it done? Oh,
Yeah.
it's done. Okay.
Sorry, we just got too excited.
Hope you guys are dancing with us.
Welcome, everybody. Okay.
But
This is the Fun Move to Panama Q&A.
Yes,
isn't
it is.
We
Well, it
are
has been. We just name it.
Retire in Panama Tours. We have been doing Thursday nights, every Thursday night Q&A for how long now? Long time.
Yeah, a little while, a little month. Yeah, over a month.
And tonight, and this is our monthly general. Oh, no, we've been doing this since May. This is our monthly general one. And we have one monthly general and 3 specific topic Q&As every single month. So for you guys that want to actually see what our Q&As are, please go to our Q&A page and check it out. And we'll show you what's coming up, because on this general one, we want to do a little bit of housekeeping, show you what's going on. So our upcoming Q&As, this is the one we're on right now live. Next week, we're going to talk about the economy in Panama and inflation in Panama. That might be interesting to some of you. And the week after that, we're talking about the Cherokee Highlands, David, Boquete, Volcan, and every single town in between, why people move here. I don't know. We don't have the exact number. 40% of people, of expats, live in Cherokee province throughout Panama. So, and then we're going to talk about the expat communities in Panama. We'll meet some people who actually live there. And then in September, I would like to thank some people who sent in their requests for Q&As. The expat was one, and working and opening a business in Panama. Oscar and I have had many businesses.
Yeah.
We have been employees. We've been on salaries, and the 3 of us have operated business. And then we have our general Q&A. So if you go to this page, I just put the link in the chat, and you click this add to calendar. You can put this on your Google Calendar. You can do anything like that you want. Or if you watch this on YouTube, you can just hit subscribe on this YouTube link, and you'll also get a notification from YouTube every time one of our Q&As start. And you can see where all our live Q&As are. As you see, this is the one this is the one we're on right here.
We have some really good stuff on there. Things for people moving with the family, all about healthcare, medical care, Q&As just for Canadians. So definitely go check those out.
Q&A is about buying cars.
Yeah.
Q&A is about healthcare. Yeah, like Megan said, many topics.
So that intro video you guys saw, if you click on the last link I just sent you, the YouTube link, you can later, you can't do it now because we're on a Q&A.
Yeah.
But later you can watch the full video. It's a 10-minute video that Oscar and Megan explain what we do at our company. And
why.
We're not going to give you details of, we're not going to go in depth of what we do, because you can watch that video.
I see somebody saying we're frozen in the comments. Can we get a thumbs up if we're not frozen? Are we a little
Can you all
crooked?
hear us?
I feel like we're a little crooked. Is that better?
Can I get a yes if you guys can hear us? Hello? Please type yes in the chat if we are coming through fine here.
Look at all the Canadians, Rod.
Yeah, I know that. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, wonderful. Thanks,
Wonderful,
everybody.
yes,
Thank you.
Okay. Now, I want to mention something. There are people watching this live on Facebook and live on YouTube. In the description of that post, there's a link to StreamYard, which is where we all are here because this is the fun Q&A. We are giving away some prizes tonight, guys. Yes, we are. We're giving away some prizes based on, we're giving away some wonderful coffee. We're giving away some maps of Panama. This is like the most incredible map. It's waterproof, tear-proof. It's just, I would open it up here, but I'd never be able to close it.
I know.
And we're giving away a complete bag containing all that stuff and a whole bunch more. And we will mail it to you anywhere, literally in the world. If you live here in Panama, you will get it through one of our local couriers. If the United States, Canada, you'll get it through the postal system.
Yes. And the questions will be very easy.
So we're going to ask a question, and you have to answer in the chat.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Like easy as what is the current population precisely by human being right now in Bukit?
No,
There we
that's
go.
not. Just an example.
So for you 25 people now on YouTube watching, you might want to come because you can comment there, but your comments are going to be delayed, and you won't have the same chance of winning.
Yeah, well,
So
it'll be
let's
the
see Facebook,
first
people.
correct answer in the comments on
Yeah.
the StreamYard application.
All right. So we're going to give this stuff away throughout the tour.
Throughout the call.
Throughout the call. Let's start our favorite coffee, Panama Joe. Tell us about Panama Joe coffee and who are these people behind it and what do they do?
Actually, they're pretty sweet couple from Canada.
Yeah.
They've lived in Panama for a long time, a Canadian
Yeah.
couple, and they buy their coffee from local Panamanian farms. They
Uh-huh.
roast it, they label it. It's what we drink every day. We give it away on the tour. It's like your perfect morning
Also,
cup of coffee.
on the note, they're young Canadians that came here with their kids and they just wanted to be they're entrepreneurs. They went for the dream of getting a coffee farm.
Mhm.
And not coffee farm, but they have their coffee roasters.
Yeah.
And they're very well knowledgeable about coffee. And they came out with this cool brand, really good coffee. So we're papers, that's what we gave away also in
Panama
our
Joe.
bags.
And they actually
for
do
tours.
ship to North America on their website.
Yep.
Mhm.
They do ship to North
So
America.
you will get this for free if you can answer the following question. The first one, if you're not in the chat yet, please put your name, your initials, whatever you
Yeah.
want in there. Well, if we want to win a prize, we want to know, we're going to need to know your name because we're going to get you to email us and the names are going to have to match. So, yeah. So so put your name in the chat and say something. Because the first question is going to be, are we ready for the first question?
We need like the Jeopardy music.
First person, answer this question. In what year was Panama founded as a country?
As a country. As an independent country.
In what
be
year
clarified.
was Panama? The first person to answer, we are mailing you this copy.
Should be very easy. Let's give it a
You're
10.
close, Kenneth. Not there yet.
Yeah, Kenna, you're close. You're missing 4. Should I say no?
Anyone, and don't forget, if you live local here too, you can still.
We have
Hey,
a
Stephen!
winner!
Yes,
Oh, we gotta write down Stephen's name.
Diane, you missed it by a millisecond.
Oh,
millisecond, yeah.
Oh, Tina missed it. Yeah. Stephen, way to go, Stephen. Stephen, we're gonna don't give your address here.
You can send that privately.
Fill in this form, Stephen. I think I know who you are, but give me your mailing address, and we will send you out that copy early next week. And by the way, for those of you who have been watching, they have fixed the postal service. We have confirmed with our good friends at Panama Joe, who are now again shipping coffee into North America. So that's
New government coming in pretty good, huh? Got to
Right.
straighten it out. This,
There we
this
go.
was actually because they knew government.
We like him so far.
We like him so far. Yeah, good president. I love his interview today. Talking about some
Okay.
special people.
Corruption.
Yeah.
Now, now we're going to give away more coffee, more maps, and more gifts shortly. But we just want to give everyone a chance again for you people that are watching on Facebook and YouTube. If you join us live here, the link is in the description on YouTube and Facebook, and you can participate in that. So let us get into the Q&A portion of the call. There's two things you can do. Type your questions. I got to go back and see if anyone typed a question yet. Type your question, and we will answer the question. And number two, if you want to come join us on the screen, please do. Just type the word live in the comments, and we will bring you on screen. You have to be on the StreamYard platform to do that, folks. Okay. So let's get ready with questions. Bring them on. I know we're entertaining you guys too much. No one was thinking questions. We were thinking of the prizes.
Or if you want to break the ice between you guys, anybody that want to say hi?
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
Especially some of those familiar names.
Or anybody new. How about somebody new? This is the
Yeah.
first time. I don't know if we have any first timer watching our Q&As tonight.
If anyone lives
That'll be
here
awesome.
and is willing to come on live with us, you got to type live and tell us about what you like about Panama and whether or not, and where you live and what area. We'll do that tonight too. We're totally open here.
Kenneth, who is your choreographer?
Yeah, obviously we fired him a long time ago.
All right. From Ruth and Harvey, does Panama have earthquakes? If so, are they mild, moderate, or severe?
We do have not that many, not that often, but it's very regular. Sometimes we have
At least a
three.
few a year.
Yeah, the slow like a three. I don't feel it. 3.5. Like
Yeah.
sometimes they just because they post it. You start feeling it after the 4.5, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely
the latest one that I felt it was quite shaky was 6.5. Was it?
No, 5.9.
No,
is the biggest one
5.9.
we had this year.
Yeah, that was the strongest so far this year. And usually don't go over 6.
We've had a 6.3. I think the highest since I've been here.
Yeah, but they only have
Rod
happened one.
hasn't felt any of them.
Well, I know this year I didn't. There was an earthquake. Everyone,
We
like
had
people
3 one day, and I texted you
stores,
every
there's
time
stuff
you
on the floor.
Yeah,
didn't feel them.
the last one that I felt was the 5.9.
Yeah.
It was a shake after. It was just like a second.
I come from an area in North America where there were no earthquakes. This is when I grew up on the prairies, and so you'd always hear the earthquake stuff, and you of course watch the movies, and it's horrendous. But you'll see most of Panama's earthquakes are like 4s.
Yeah.
That folks, that feels like a bus went down your street, and you didn't hear it. You just felt the ground shaking.
Yeah,
An 18-wheeler.
That's what a 4
Yeah.
feels like. So it's really nothing that
Yeah.
Mhm.
big. Okay. We're going to go today's one by one. Can we talk about a BOI? I just Googled that. I don't. It's the American Board of Oral some dentist thing. I don't know what that is, Lauren.
Could be some
Can you?
typo.
Yeah, it could be a typo that I can't figure out. Cerro Azul.
Cerro
Oscar will know
Azul.
about this.
Cerro Sur is a new spot that's becoming more common and famous within Express. It's what will be that? East?
It's like the more mountainous, small.
Yeah, it's
town
aiming to
outside of Panama City.
aiming to that end.
About
in that
45
direction.
minutes from Panama.
Yeah, East
And an
North,
hour
yeah.
depends on the traffic of the day. It's more green because it's more tropical, closer to the Darien Gap. Not in the Darien Gap, but on that direction. It has similar weather than Altos de Maria, which is in the Panama West province. That is more affordable. The only thing is that you have the distance to Panama City. There is no airport in that area, so you have to come all the way to Panama City for flights, which won't be an issue. The other thing is it's not an Americanized area, so you will find every single thing you need, gas, groceries, everything, but not in the so many standards, like some Americanized standards. You won't get that in the area. But the place is beautiful. Lots of green, lots of wildlife, birds for those bird watching lovers. It's a beautiful spot.
And you have
Actually,
everything
a buddy,
you need in Panama City, just 45
yeah.
minutes away.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a buddy of Hens has a B&B in Cerro Azul.
Yeah.
They do
Mhm.
packages for those bird nature lovers.
Cool.
So it's a pretty spot. And we should make a special about Cerro Azul. Should go and do a video.
Love it.
Yeah.
Heather, I have just invited you to join us in the studio. You have to accept a couple yeses. Kevin, how are you? Okay, the source I use, Kevin, is a place called Newsroom Panama. It's like an online newspaper. It's done totally in English. In my opinion, they give a little bit too much U.S. news. I can get that in English. I don't need it on here. But if you look at the type of recent articles that they post, this is what it looks like. So they like everything going on, like when the mining and the protest was going on. It was a
Yeah.
pretty good source
Because they don't handle the actual brief fact oriented.
We got 23 people that passed away from dengue fever this year. That's a little higher than the 0 it's been lately, but still.
Yeah,
not
but that's
big
more in the area, so
crisis.
they're living in swampy areas. It's not like
So every day there's 3, 4, 5 different major articles posted on Newsroom Panama. So that's a good source. Can you guys think of other English source Panama news?
No, but you can use the Google Translate extension on your Google Chrome.
Yes, exactly.
And
Yeah.
just go to local, like TVN.
yeah.
And it's a lot more to sort through than Newsroom Panama.
Yeah.
But it's lots of info there if you just get a
Yeah,
translator.
definitely you're going to have to learn Google Translate and its cool features because Google Translate, as Megan says, has an extension you can add to the Chrome browser. Any Spanish site opens up, you can make it automatic or you just click a button, it'll translate it to English.
Yeah.
Some sites block it, unfortunately, but it's not much you can do with that. You have to move on with that one.
Safari also has it included in its browsing as well.
No, Safari actually has something good, Megan.
Yeah.
Let's bring Heather on. Hi, Heather. How are you?
Hi, Heather.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Ooh.
Thank you for joining us, by the way.
you.
Oh, I
What
love it.
question?
I learn something new every time, so it's great.
What is your question?
So, in looking at, we're looking for the beach areas. And so, some of those high rises, I've seen postings where there's netting on the balconies.
Mhm.
So, is that for birds? Do they actually come in and sit on there? Or
No,
It's usually for pets.
for pets.
Pets,
Oh.
Cats,
babies,
especially.
pets, kids,
Yeah.
drunks,
Yeah.
drunken parties.
Yeah.
Possibly out of control happy hour. You never know.
At least no one falls out.
Yeah,
It's optional. You can have.
so I do want the netting.
yeah. It does give us a sense of safetyness for sure. Not because of security for other reasons, but just like
It disrupts the view, but I've seen it mostly for people who have kids or cats.
Yeah.
I will totally install one if I ever live in a
He's
high
afraid
rise.
of heights.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could not have my kid fall off that, especially my new one.
I when I go into the mall and I have our son Noah, and I literally grab him with my 2 arms, and then in an escalator, because I had seen so many horrible accidents, and I just grab him. I'm like, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm going in the center of the escalator.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how-
not like super common, but you will see it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good to know.
Any other questions?
So are you planning on moving here soon?
No, and that's kind of another question. We're probably about 4 years out, but when do we
That's
actually? We've got a friend there that says we should actually come down and start our residency already, or should that wait till closer to?
Depends on your situation.
Yeah.
Are you going to retire with a pension and then come down?
So we're in Canada.
Yeah.
So not really such a thing as a pension, but
Well, no, like your Canada pension or your like your
yeah.
you don't look old enough for me anywhere to be getting that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
and that's the fact.
I'm actually from Canada myself. I'm
Yeah.
still not collecting.
But you get like a social security.
Yeah, we do. Like we get a Canada pension, but really it's you have to have worked most of your life to get it above that 1400 that you need.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll have the bank letter saying we'll have income, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So getting a visa for you is probably going to be like a friendly nations visa, getting a property like something for selling your whatever you got back in Canada and buying something here for a couple $100,000. You don't need to rush into that. I don't really think. I honestly believe, and don't quote me on this, I think the friendly nations will go down in price.
Oh.
Because if they want to make it more accessible.
The investor's visa, the qualified investor's visa, is supposed to go up in price from 300 to 500,000 this October. It was also supposed to in October of 2022 and didn't. The friendly nations visa went from 5,000 to 200,000 and massively reduced the number of people taking that pension, that visa, which was the biggest source of income for immigration. Now it's gone. We have a new progressively. I don't even know how to use that word.
Pro-immigration.
Pro-immigration government. The ones that introduced the $5,000 friendly nations visa are back in power. So I wouldn't jump ahead.
Yeah, don't jump ahead
for
yet.
another year.
Especially when it's a new government in Panama, you do not jump ahead anything for the least first 6 to a year. 6 months usually is when things get clear out about new laws.
But I will mention that we have people come on tour with us years before they plan to move, and it still gives them a great idea of like, oh, this is the country. Is this for me? Is it not? Is it worth all the research and work?
Yeah.
And then we offer our post-tour support forever.
Yeah. So let's So let's say you decide to do a tour with us, say this year, next year, on the following year, but you will still have us as your support, because we have been supporting people after a year, 2 years after they did our tour. And we're still here because we're not good. We're still, phone number is still the same. And we appreciate it that people reach out to us, because that's also part of our job. And every single time we finish a tour, we tell everybody, this is just the beginning of our job, because the first part is the tour, but after that is like the follow up and making sure you have all the support and the community to start a new life in Panama.
Cool.
Okay.
So the October opening's still there?
Yes,
we actually
it is.
still open. Yeah.
Maybe not after tonight, but you never know. We're trying to get people.
Yeah, and you can look it up. We have friends. Our friends, Mary Ellen, Bill, Dave, and Bridget. It was our very first tour back in 2019, and they all live in Panama. They're with friends, and years after, some of them move. A couple years after, some of them move immediately.
Yeah.
And
Well, we had a couple. They were just in town the last few weeks. They purchased a villa in Valle Escondido in Boquete 3.5 years ago. They were in their late 40s.
Yeah.
And they've been collecting.
Actually, all of our tour guests have been renting it.
Yeah. We've been helping them rent it for the last 3 years. They're finally moving here next year.
Yeah, finally moving here. Yeah. The Rickens,
yeah. So that was their decision how to do it. And, they make some great money on the rent. They can do the rentals to it that they want now.
And they have a gorgeous spot waiting for them, because it's gorgeous. They really locked out in that unit.
So it's never too early to come on a tour, I think is what we're getting at, because we have people come on our tours and stay and never go home.
Yeah.
And we have people come on our tour and 5 years later.
Because remember, more than a tour, it's an experience.
Yeah.
And that experience might change your mind about decisions. No, seriously. After you do the tour, everyone have a different expectation in life about the country you're going to see, about the expectation, about how you will feel about it. And you have A plan, B plan, C plan. And sometimes the tour open gaps in between those plans for good.
No idea.
Or sometimes for some people like it, yeah, definitely, no, I can't. And that's okay too. But you got that information out of your system, you got that experience, you felt it. And that's it. That's unique.
Perfect.
Boots on the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, thank you very much for
Thanks,
joining us
Heather.
tonight, Heather. We hope
And
we'll
Thank
see
you,
you.
Heather.
we hope to see you in October.
There we go. Okay, folks, we are moving on to our next prize. What did I do?
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Back
Next
to the
prize.
prizes.
You will get a copy and a map.
A coffee and a map.
I can't say enough about
You
this
did not
Panama map.
say.
I am going to open it up. If I can't close it.
And it's a
No,
waterproof
it's
one.
huge.
It's a decent quality map. It's actually the best map you can get in Panama.
Oh yeah, they are like just great. They are waterproof, tear-proof. They
On
are
our tours, we have people circling all the places we go to along the way.
every one of our
That's
guests
awesome.
gets a bag with all these different goodies, and we're giving you guys pieces of the goodies today. So you got coffee and a map. And who is it going to be? Here is my next question. I'm going to tease
Ready.
you guys. Think Panama Canal. In what year was the Panama Canal completed?
And open.
In what year was the Panama Canal
Who is going to be
completed?
the first answer?
Who can do the first Google? Come on, you guys.
Check it, check
You
it.
live here, you're going to be able to answer this,
What
this
year
question.
Panama Canal was officially up and running? And it was a
John!
No.
Oh, no.
nope.
Nope.
No, yes, Kevin.
Kevin did it. Hey,
Kevin
Kevin.
did. Wow, Kevin is burning. No, that was Steven.
No, that's Kevin.
Kevin, yeah. Kevin, the first one.
Don't worry, Kevin. I know how to find you. I got an email from you.
We know
So
that name.
I will get, or just send me your address. Ian and Sue, you guys were so close too.
It was 1914.
1890s when they started building it. I believe they're Harold. Yes. Okay. I think we had some Googlers there. It was a bit of a delay. But that was fun anyways. I'm going to get back to the question.
We have one more question coming up soon.
One more prize. And it's a big one. It's much huger. Okay.
Huge.
Now, this is a great question, Al
You know
Lewis.
what's coming.
Panama has very unique property tax situations, and they're kind of low. You guys can do the math yourself. There's no property tax on the first 120,000 of the value of your property, and then between 120 and 700, it's 0.5%, and on the value over 700, it's 0.75%. Not many people have values that high. So, you can throw the numbers on a $300,000 home, your property tax is about $400 here. But Panama has an
like
exemption. There's actually 3 exemptions now, Al, 20-year, 10-year, 5-year, depending on when you built it. Now, the funny thing is, 2 things happen. They made that zero tax up to 120,000. That used to only be 30,000. And so the government made that up to 120,000, and they lowered the exemption laws from 20 to 10. So it's a wash for most people, but it's just many people live in homes. I live in a home that's not assessed over 100,000. I would have no property tax here.
And it transfers to new owners.
Yes. So if your house was built between now, please don't quote me exact on these dates. If you need to know, go to Retire in Panama Tours and type it in the contact. I'll give you the exact dates. But if your house was built between 2000 and 2015, it'll have a 20-year tax exemption. So let's say you built in 2014 until 2044, there'll be no property tax due on it. Or no property tax due to the new owners of it. It's transferable as it transfers. If your property was built between 2015 and 2020, it'll have a 10-year tax exemption, and 2020 into current, it'll have a 5-year property tax exemption. So that's the current laws. I could be out a year or two, guys, but if you need the exact numbers, please email us, use our contact form, and we will give you those exact numbers. Thank you for the question, Al. Okay. Now, do you guys know the answer to this?
What? Serious?
Yeah.
XM
Sorry,
radio.
Kevin.
I do get serious, but I'm not about the serious.
You got to
XM
leave your
radio.
series at home like I did. The satellites are not you. You can't see the satellites.
Maybe
Now-
on the online with a VPN, but not in
No.
your car.
No. This is satellite radio.
But I think maybe there's a website that you can get it on, like at home.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely not in your car.
But not the satellite radio. I used to have a
Right.
Sirius XM on my boat.
Unless you have a data plan, you can download any application that can broadcast.
I was
radio.
pointing fairly east on the boat with that satellite. So from here, you're going to be blocked by, basically the globe.
No, but there is apps where I can download an app to listen broadcast radio station from Colombia or other
Of course,
countries.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a specific product, Oscar.
Oh.
Sirius
No,
XM.
I know, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying something you can do with your cell phone.
Yeah.
But I'm not a tech guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, Panamanian radio is pretty limited.
Yeah, pretty limited. You need a Pandora, an Amazon channel, whatever you
Spotify,
use here. Spotify.
Bluetooth radio.
Thank you.
Spotify is the best.
Yeah.
Janet, since you're sending mail out, how hard is it to get mail in? We'll be in Puerto Armuelles.
Let's talk about mail.
Mhm.
Incoming mail. How do we do that?
Yeah, so
Mhm.
you'll use a mail forwarding service. It's actually a lot easier to get mail in than it is to get mail out.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
get, like, one of the big ones is mailboxes, etc., but there's so many, and you pay on the weight of getting your package from Miami, the port of Miami, to Panama.
Yeah.
So, say you have Amazon Prime, they'll ship it to your Miami address, which is given to you by your mail forwarding service here in Panama, and you get it tomorrow to Miami. Then usually within 3 to 5 business days, it'll arrive to your office here in Panama, and they'll alert you that your package is in. And it's anywhere from $2 to $6 a pound. It really depends if it's air freight, if it's sea freight, what service you're using.
Mm-hmm.
There's also some that go by volume if it's a large package.
Do you know in Puerto Armuelles who the guy is? I can't think of it. There is someone
Off
that
the top
handles
of my
this.
head.
If not, it's David, but you don't want to go to David every time you get a package. That's an hour and a half.
I mean,
2 hours, right?
Yeah, most people in
Alright.
Puerto might be going there for Price Smart runs once a month.
Yeah, but there is, somebody mentioned, if anyone happens to be on this call that's near the Puerto Armuelles area, please type this in your
Yeah, I
mail,
know they have it.
mail forwarder in the chat, and then we'll share it with
They're
everybody.
becoming very
But yeah.
popular all over.
It's definitely easier to get here than to get out.
Yeah.
Panama has only international mail. So if you want to mail me something, it's Rod Larrabee, General Delivery, Panama, Boquete, Panama 0413. Now, I don't actually know that it's arrived, and I would have to go to the post office to check it. It would take anywhere from 6 weeks to several months for me to get it here. And then typically the post office writes the names of mail waiting at the post office and posts them on Facebook. That's really nice. Okay. These people have mail.
Extremely inefficient.
Yeah. So getting stuff through a forwarder, we order all the time.
Yeah.
Megan orders more than me.
No, she doesn't.
She
She
does.
doesn't.
Okay, that's you.
No, she
ordering it?
doesn't.
Yes,
She
she
barely is like a few things of a year. Come on.
We have a combined account. I see her bill and my
I know
bill.
all the people on
It's
this
me.
call understand.
It is
me.
my fault.
You can't live
it is
without
my fault.
Amazon. I mean, it's
It
the
is
year
my fault.
2024.
I always checking for, hey, can I get this?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she said,
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
Oscar, you can get it.
Okay. All right.
So if
We
you
are
want
getting a
Amazon in
little
Panama, I'm
crazy,
your girl.
but remember who we are. Okay, I just had to remind everyone of that. Okay, we are having fun. Okay, that moved all my questions up. Let's go back to here. It's good questions, guys.
Where is the safest place to live in Panama?
Safest.
A gated community?
Yeah, that would be safe. I mean, Panama is fairly safe. Now there is some areas they have more like not so more these days, but some areas that that you gotta be more street smart than others. Not because it's unsafe, it's just you gotta pay more attention.
Mhm.
But some of the safest places in Panama, I would say all the Herrera, Azuero province,
Yeah,
Pedasi,
stuff like that.
Chitre,
Like-
Las Tablas, and there's the only crime there is somebody got hit by a car. Literally, there is some
Like small
Usually a
towns
farm
where
animal
there's
got hit
like
by a car.
yeah, or got
like
hit
a
by
really-
a horse.
like a lot of neighbors,
Yeah.
a great sense of community. Everyone's looking out for each
Yeah.
other. Those are super
It's
safe.
very similar to the States, that small towns
Mhm.
areas are very safe. In the cities, you got to be careful of specific areas.
Yeah,
I've lived downtown Panama City and I lived Vancouver. And 2 years I was in downtown Panama City, I felt 10 times safer than I did living in Vancouver.
no, where you were living in Panama City is a safe
It
area.
was right downtown.
Yeah, I'm right downtown, but that was by near the 50th Street by the Rio Hotel. He was in a very He had a penthouse.
Yeah. But we now live downtown Boquete. Like I am 3 blocks from the center of town. I would jump out of my chair and go after the Q&A and walk downtown and do, it's not really an issue, but you need to be vigilant wherever you're going. Be careful.
Mhm.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
it's
don't-
really
don't do
common
dumb
sense
things.
things. Completely. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't
I-
leave the door open.
I should add that when I moved here, I was just a young single woman in the Peace Corps, and I traveled all over the country by myself to small towns, used public transportation all over the country, and met nothing but super helpful, kind people. So it's really just being smart. And honestly, even the locals will tell you, like the only safety issues you need to worry about are like certain neighborhoods in large cities that are known as dangerous. And besides that, it's just being really smart. Like just have like basic security on your home, because petty theft is one of the biggest crimes to expats, because they left their door unlocked when they left the house or something like
Yeah.
that.
Or they
that-
left their propane tank sitting in front of their house. Who did
Without
that?
shame.
Oh yeah, I did that.
No, it happened to me once too.
Yeah.
It just
things like
happens.
that.
It just happens. So when,
Okay.
when there's temptation out there, always the prevention is key.
I'm glad someone brought this up. Megan, you and I had a discussion as we sent Oscar out to get pizza.
Yeah, Steven.
I'm going to show you something, Stephen. I want you guys in your city or town to post in the chat, what would a house like this cost? I'm going to give you the basics. I'm going to tell you more about where the house is and stuff like that after. This is on a 8,000 square foot lot. So 800-meter lot. It's a 1,300 square foot home, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Master has walk-in closet and master suite. It's brand new, never been lived in. So let's take a look at some of the pictures of it. And this is an upscale, what we call in Panama, an upscale neighborhood that is one of the safers. Cool little entrance.
Open space. I like it.
Yeah, it's open space. They have lighting, LED lighting in the ceiling throughout the house. Covered parking for 2 cars. That is not granite. That is
Feature granite.
what do you call it? No.
No?
Onyx. No, quartz. Yeah, it's quartz. Nice countertop. I don't know why they bet. That's the first thing that would come down. That's fine. Here I'm picking. I'm already picking the place. Pantry. Nice windows, great 10-foot ceilings, decent tile. The tile looks great. Now the bedrooms are big, bathrooms look kind of cool. Like they're not done cheap. They're actual full vanities in here. Bedrooms look big. And like I said, the master comes with a
Bathroom and closet.
yeah, bathroom and closet. The front yard landscaping's done. The backyard is to be landscaped by you.
Because it's a hot area,
You could
maybe
probably-
a pool.
Yeah, with 800 square meter. I'm sorry, 800 square meters. You could put a pool in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I can.
Like 1,000 square meters is a quarter acre, guys. Okay, and it has indoor laundry. Now, Any numbers of what you think that house would cost? No one's going to guess of what it would cost where you live. 1,300 square foot, 2 bedroom, 2 bath bungalow. Okay, no one's going to say anything. I'm going to bring you up to the screen. This house is listed for $118,000. There it is, 800 square meters, 0.2 of an acre,
Construction building.
1,300 square feet. Now, it has two issues. They did not install the air conditioners. Don't know why. You're looking at $3,000 because this is in the city of David. It's in Pueblo.
San Pablo.
Yeah, San Pueblo area. It's past right part of that. So a nice, decent area, like upscale, kind of just outside of town. And it does not have hot water. Can you believe that, folks? So you're looking at spending about $5,000 for installing your hot water. But
Well, let me tell you, in that area of the country,
118
you
grand.
don't need.
So that kind of really gives
Here we
you, an
So there-
idea.
And what
Steven.
about these places, the new homes being built just between David and Boquete?
Oh yeah, in cooler climate. That's
Yeah,
why it's from-
they say Algarrobos and
from
Estados
90
Unidos.
No, I mean the ones right at the checkpoint there.
Yeah.
Oh, that too. Yeah, they
90
go
to
from 90 to
125,000.
150.
Yeah, there are some higher end ones, 150.
It depends on the size of the lot and the size of the house.
It really depends on the
But-
finishings you're looking for, the location you're looking
Mhm.
for.
But if you're looking for something as pretty as this, brand new, and you want to meet Ricardo, please reach out to us. He is a personal friend of ours, and we'll gladly show you this house. But it was just funny. I looked at that one today, and I just felt that 118 was a kick butt price.
I mean, you can get a house for under 230 in David with a swimming pool.
Oh, like big house, like four
Yeah.
bedroom, like really
Yeah,
nice stuff.
David it's a good market. I mean, if you're okay with the weather, and David, you have all the shopping you need. You wanna come out,
Everything.
drive a little bit to Boquete.
Okay, let's move into here.
Do you want to put us back on the screen?
Yes, I do.
Richard and Terry, you mentioned
There
that
we go.
October and November
back.
are the rainiest months, but what kind of weather should we expect for the September tour?
Richard
It's
and
pretty much about
Terry,
the
how are
same.
ya?
Between August, the heavy rainy season starts in August, end of July, but August through November is the full rainy season. Which month is rainy than other? It changes every year. So
Yeah.
this year we expect to have no matter what more rains. So October, no matter what, usually is more rainy. But September can be too.
It's not the same. I mean, we might have a week of a lot of rain, and then like this
Yeah.
week, it's just one
This week-
quick shower a day.
Yeah, what like I'm talking really quick, like
Go hard.
today was 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But that was
I know it rained cats and dogs for 15
Yeah.
minutes.
15
But-
minutes is like
It's not like
inches.
right now. It seems to be every
It
other
doesn't
day.
just
Like we
disrupt
get a
your day at
shower.
all.
No.
So Richard and Tara, on the tour in September, like we're gonna see that probably every other day. We're gonna see a shower, or
In the
it could
afternoon.
be a 3-hour, 4-hour rain. We have no control.
Don't you worry. I have some feathers, and I do a ritual dance around the minibus
Yes, he does.
every day to get the mojo, the good juju for the weather.
Oh
Oh,
boy,
oh, oh,
you just
oh,
scared
oh.
them off.
But the rain, like, explain, Oscar, how the tour works. Because the rain really doesn't seem to affect us. Because most of the time in the afternoon
No.
we're driving anyways.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if we got caught by some bad rain in Panama City, but Panama City is so tropical that it's like for those that live in Florida area, it's like just give it 5 minutes, it will change.
And if it rains hard, 5 minutes, it's dry already. That's the weirdest thing.
Because or rainy here is not like, oh, it's gonna rain all day. No, it's usually a hard rain or a gentle rain, like for a few hours, and that's it.
Usually, we kind of have a break in the afternoon
Yeah,
around
we
when it would
usually do.
typically rain. And we always try and be flexible to make sure we can try and fit in as much as possible. But I mean, it doesn't really seem to affect us too much.
Nope.
We always have umbrellas in the van.
But
Cool.
if you will, definitely bring an umbrella or rain jacket.
Okay, rentals with the view of the Panama Canal.
Yeah, in City of Knowledge, there is some units.
Yeah.
And in Amador, no?
Yeah, I guess
Well,
Amador
well,
would have
well,
some
yeah, I
high-rises.
guess that part of the canal. Yeah, Amador is the best because
That's
you're in front of the entrance
like
of the
under
canal.
bridge,
Yes.
yeah.
Amador, there's really good spots. They're nice. There's a nice condominiums there in
Yeah.
Amador, and it's all green, and you can go out walking, running all the way to the tip of Flamenco Island. It's very safe too. You got lots of restaurants.
Mhm.
Yeah, all
Pretty
of
cool.
the areas along the canal are pretty safe.
Yeah, a lot of police, Panama Canal
Little more
Authority.
high-end areas.
Yeah, and it's cool. Doesn't feel like it's too warm in the area because it's so lush. It's very green and lush.
Okay, so let's talk a little. Let's carry on the safety issue. This seems to be a concern, which it should be,
Of course.
depending where you're coming from. So let's talk about the Coronado Gorgona area and safety.
Yeah, so a lot of these areas are popular for towers, apartments, condos, and like all of them
You're pretty
have
safe there.
full-time security.
Yeah,
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 extremely safe.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean they are really safe areas,
Yeah.
especially if you're in a tower. If Coronado, the beaches area get more crowded on the weekends. A lot of people from Panama City go to the beaches for the
Yeah.
weekend. So you'll have a little bit more,
But the areas
People-
between, the way the question's structured here, between Panama City and Coronado, that real,
the
like,
suburbs.
we're talking Chamay, Gorgona, Coronado, basically.
Uh,
Those are where the expats hang out. Those are where like up through the mountains there. There's not a,
If you're talking about like the suburbs in between those two
Playa
areas,
Dorada is some of those, but it's
like-
more. It's not famous for expats community
No.
in that area. It's more Panamanian.
if you're talking about like Arrainjan, Chorrera, those areas,
Yeah.
they're definitely not as safe.
no, that's
Well, then I'm not saying it's not bad. It's just you need, it's not the high end. Let's put it that way.
No, and it's definitely less safe.
It's some humble areas, some humble neighborhoods in it. That doesn't mean nothing. It's just they're humble, humbler some areas than others. But that's it. But there's sweet people, and it's all about keep it the common sense, being street smart, all about it. And if you live in the middle of the town, be friends with the neighbors, and always when you live in a local neighborhood, you wanna have a tight community connection with your neighbors because all watch each other.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. Mark and Ellen from Quebec. How fast are the internet speeds? How fast do you need, Mark?
What?
We are communicating here on a 500 meg up and down, fully symmetric internet fiber optic. That's $39.95 a month. And if you guys have been following us for quite some time, we've never had a failed Q&A that has broken up, or we say we've had to leave because the power goes off, or any excuse like that. We have backup power and backup internet, so we'll good. But you can get basic internet. It costs you $25 to $30 a month, and that would be 200 megs. And that's fiber optic. And if you are outside of fiber optic, we have Starlink here, and Starlink in Panama is $55 a month for the 200 meg service, and $35 for the 100 meg service.
Not bad.
Many options. You can get up to 1 gig. I just won't bother paying the extra $20 because what would I need that for?
Yeah.
Like me personally, I'm not a gamer, so I don't need it for that. You don't need 1 gig for it to run a company. So that's what we have. 500 megs, $39. Mm-hmm. And like I said, if I was just a expat retired person, it'd be $25. Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go.
Is there nightlife in Boquete?
On the weekends?
How late?
Yeah, how late? But no, it's not Boquete.
On the weekends.
Although
there's-
Boquete's been getting more nightlife than it used
no later than 2 a.m.
to. Yeah,
I was at the
They're like-
speakeasy till 5 a.m. last weekend.
Two
Oh,
options
you
after
don't know about
midnight.
that one? Okay.
Yeah, the
I
only
mean-
two options after midnight or after 2 a.m. There's one or two options.
And during the week, I mean, everything's pretty much shut down by 9, 10.
Somebody will be open until 11.
2
midnight.
a.m. Who does that? Last time I
The
saw
disco
2 a.m., I
checkup.
was waking up to go to the washroom.
Yeah, just
Okay.
like dance club. Yeah, only 2. Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Like the people in town say for the arranque, just to start, just to get started.
Yeah,
So,
I mean locals like
There's an evening life.
yes.
Almost
Oh,
every night there's music somewhere.
plenty
until
of like
9
fun
o'clock.
social,
Yeah.
social hours.
During
but-
the evening, there's plenty of options.
Okay, guys, we're giving away the last prize. Now, the last prize, for those of you on YouTube or Facebook, again, I see a bunch of you guys on YouTube and Facebook watching. You can click on the link in the description, because if you type your answer, and don't ask the question yet, but that's the question. If you type your answer, the comments take longer to get to us, so it's not fair. But we are giving away an amazing prize.
Amazing price.
You know what it is?
What is it?
It is 1 week accommodations, including breakfast, in Oscar and Megan's guest room. Wait, was I supposed to ask you guys about
No
that?
one wants that.
We don't we're not giving out your guest room. Okay, we're giving out this.
We have a
Okay.
toddler. No one wants that.
We're giving out this bag with okay, everything's backwards in the camera. I can't get used to that. This bag, yes, it's stacked full of stuff, all Panama stuff. It will be mailed to you anywhere in North America,
Well, what got the bag?
even here.
What is in the bag?
Coffee,
Well, it's the coffee
map,
and map.
So you got
fun
the-
the
you got
retired
the-
Panama merch.
you
Retired Panama merchandise.
got the full combo on that one.
Oh, you're gonna get a little coffee too, ground stuff. You're gonna get pins, all kinds of stuff. Yes. Okay. Now
Very good.
Oscar is going to. Okay, I gotta mark where I am, guys. Here. So
I
thank
got
you.
All right.
Okay.
So
Here's the
are
question.
you ready?
Are
I
you ready?
hope you have been watching lately some worldwide events. In what sport did Panama win a silver medal in the recently Olympics?
Yes, folks. What sport did Panama win a silver medal in the 2024 Paris Olympics? It's our only medal this year.
Yep.
We're waiting for the answers. People are Googling like crazy because they weren't following.
Yeah, boxing.
Oh, there we go.
Heather.
Who's first?
Heather.
Heather, way to
Heather.
go, Heather.
Woo-hoo.
Now, Heather, we need you because I don't know if we have your contact information. I'm putting a link in the chat, and no, I gotta write down the name. Way to go, guys! Oh, so many of you. Not
I know.
everyone Google
Heather
it.
had the fast fingers
Oh
there.
yes, Heather. We will be mailing this out to you. BERGI. Let you know, Canadian mail is coming on in the next week or so. It's been kind of off for a while, so we will get this to you, or I'm going to slip in somebody's suitcase going back to Canada. So you might have to wait for it, but it will be coming. Good answer, Kenneth and Teresa. And yes, women, so Harvey and Ruth
Women's
were really
middleweight.
into it. Yes,
Yeah,
you're
they knew
absolutely
exactly.
right.
Women's middleweight.
Okay.
All right, we've got
And
what,
sorry,
5-10
if,
minutes left. Let's rapid fire, guys.
yeah, okay. If anyone wants the, hey, Ian, it's Ian and Sue, $5. Nope. See, I've been getting them since I've been here since I was 47. I still ate last week at kilometer 35, my favorite place, for $3.75.
Yeah, Ian, you probably might have tried on tour with us. We went to Mayo Bonore
Yeah.
and Boquete for lunch. It's one of the cafeteria style fondas. They have the best Panamanian food.
And most I
$5.
pay for chicken, rice, salad, plantains is $5.25. That's the most I pay without the discount.
Yeah. What are
Okay.
the best beaches in Chiriquí province for swimming, snorkeling, and fishing? Well, they're kind of separate.
I mean, if you want all of that in one, Boca Chica.
Boca Chica, yeah. Well, Boca Chica doesn't have a beach.
I mean, it has a little beach, but yeah, you would go out to the
Islands.
out on a boat. Yeah.
So in Boca Chica, you can have all of that. Boca Chica, you got the fishing, you got the shore ride boat to an island, to a beautiful beach, and on top of that, to snorkeling. So Boca Chica will be on the Pacific side because the islands are not that far away from land. It's very, very good location. The Chiriquí Gulf is, one of the best
It's one
areas.
of the most popular day
Yeah.
trips.
And
in
if you're
Chiriquí.
in Chiriquí, Boca Chica, you can easy to spot whales. But pretty much anywhere in the Pacific coast right now, I is pretty much enjoying the whales. We're in the whale season right now. They have like the mamas coming to have the babies.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was cleaning up. I started deleting these, but these are the prices left that people say that house is worth in their neighborhood.
I
What, 50
know.
grand?
800.
Yeah, I don't know where Tracy lives.
No,
I
right?
can understand you can at 280 in Newfoundland for sure. That's what I was. 169. Yeah. Hello, everyone. It's good price. It's on the home.
Oh,
Okay.
Sam, congratulations. Sam came on tour with us and
Oh, hey,
just
Sam,
made
how
a down
are you?
payment on an apartment in
Yeah,
Panama.
Nice,
you did.
Sam.
Sam Smith. Woohoo.
Gotta get connected with you when we're there.
I would love to see you. Next week I'm gonna be in the city.
There
Hey,
we go.
Tracy, tell me about fitness classes. Would I find a yoga group to join? It depends where you're going, but mostly yes.
Yeah.
Most,
You go in to the most places, the most common place in the country, you'll find a yoga club.
yeah.
We have in Boquete, there is Bocas, there is in
Panama
Chame
City,
area, Panama City,
Azuero.
Azuero.
Coronado, totally.
Yoga is actually very, very popular in Panama.
So Sam's question is, what other ways to hold personal owner-occupied property are there besides your name or foundation?
There's 3 ways, Sam. Your name, your personal name, a foundation, or an actual corporation. Most people don't in a corporation because of the cost and annual cost. The foundation is about a third of the annual cost that a corporation is. In speaking to your lawyer, the guy you met on tour would be excellent for this because he'll give you all the options. Which one's better? Which one's going to cost exactly what it's going to cost you a year to maintain them. So those are the 3 ways you can hold property that you live in. And that was personal, foundation, or corporation.
Mm-hmm.
All have their benefits and drawbacks. Mm-hmm. Breakfast restaurants. Yes, there are, Kenneth, and many of them.
Ooh, lots.
One of our favorite ones is Punto de Encuentro,
Olga.
aka Olga's.
Yeah.
You get a free hug and a kiss.
Oh, a kid?
Oh yeah.
On the cheek, always. Okay, we got 3 minutes to wrap up these questions. Okay, national security. Yeah, Punta Chame has a little checkpoint before you go in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we get to the boxing, and then we are getting really close. American style homes. They build now very little wood frame construction.
Very.
When we say
limited.
American style, we're just talking more about like the design.
Spaces of
Finishes. Yeah,
Yeah.
design.
Not the materials.
Open concept,
Yeah,
larger
open concept.
kitchen, larger
Yeah.
bathroom,
But nobody.
more storage
Yeah.
space.
Like middle class Panamanian homes, they have a closed off kitchen with a door to it because they have a live-in maid.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's $400 to $500
Different
a month.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's why we call American style, like Megan said, open concepts, granite-like countertops, stuff like that. I watch your box too. It's benefit. Okay,
Awesome, everybody.
Oscar,
These
you want
are
to
good
buy somebody a
questions.
car?
Yeah, the fee is very small, $500 for the expenses of the trip. Usually takes 2 to 3 days tops, and I always like to find vehicles in Panama City because it's larger inventory, easier to verify everything if I have to take it to the mechanic. But I usually do not suggest to get in any projects. And one thing that we'll highly suggest is to look for brands that are sold for Latin American market here, especially for Panama.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, Oscar's family were mechanics in Colombia. So from 14 to 26, he was working in mechanic garages. He has great knowledge of vehicles, and he's been buying about 2 to 4 vehicles per month
Yeah.
for people in Panama. So he has a really great idea of the market, what things are worth, what cars are worth it for you to buy here. So great source of knowledge. for
Any
that.
questions? Any additional questions, guys? Please use our contact form. I just put it in the chat. We're going to end them. I don't want. Hey, Sam. Yes. Oh yeah. Thanks, Sam. You can also hold a house in a trust. That's another option that doesn't have annual fees. It's a little less secure than, depending on what you're trying to protect. So I can't say it's less or more secure. Huge question here. Lori, I could go on hours and hours. Please go back to the YouTube channel. And we had recently done, just give me 1 second. I do apologize. I have it right here. I'm going to post
Just
it
a
in
couple
the chat.
weeks ago, we did a medical,
We did a whole
insurance,
health
and
care.
care Q&A.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
Q&A.
Rod's gonna put that link in the chat.
That was 1 hour long, but it's well worth watching, Lori. So we have private insurance here. We're all on private insurance. No matter what happens to me when I walk out my door in the morning,
I get
I'm
everything.
the Oscar. No, that's my life insurance.
Oh,
Shut up. We totally. Okay, where did the YouTube thing go? I don't see it.
You just gotta scroll down. It's there.
Oh, okay. I just posted all over the place. Yeah. Okay. So click on that. Watch one of those videos. Back to our website. Click on the website link. We can connect you with an agent right here in Panama that can quote you 6 to 8 different companies based on what you need and your age and pre-existing conditions, all that stuff. Well, folks, it's been fun. We gave away everything except Oscar's and Megan's spare bedroom for a week.
or if you want to
That
wake up in the
wasn't
middle of the
approved.
night with a almost 2-year-old boy. Right.
Yeah. And a dog on your lap.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
We have
We're
a
gonna introduce
new addition to the
new addition to
Retired
the family,
family.
Gracie.
This is crazy.
Hey,
I
Gracie.
adopted her
She's
on
still a little
Sunday.
bit shy.
Ooh, she's still a bit
She's
shy.
still a little bit shy. Don't
Yeah,
you?
she is.
Don't you?
Okay. You've all, well, those of you that have been on our calls have probably met Dutchie. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. And
Thank you
yes,
so much.
You people that won the prizes, I have your
Hey,
names
read
written
the last
down.
one. Read the last one.
They want us to dance. on the
Okay,
way
we're
out.
gonna exit to the song once we're ready. Once we say our goodbyes, and yes, we'll dance.
We'll
Keep
dance,
dancing
Ariel.
when it's done. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next week as we talk about the economy and inflation and what actually is really happening. I spent my afternoon in the grocery store taking pictures of prices.
Ah.
Then they kicked me out.
Yeah, they don't
Gracie.
like when you
Okay,
do
they don't
that.
like that.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
next
See you on the Thursday.
Should you do a tour, a relocation tour in Panama, and especially why with us? Why to choose
But where's the music? I don't hear the music.
I know. They're
Get the
good.
music. Ah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, we try.
You guys
Try
know.
the music,
Well,
but
thank you very much. We are the Fun Move to Panama Q&A, and have a good night, folks.